Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and somebody sent me a photograph of this logo, and evidently it's on like a terry cloth towel. It's not going to trace. So I took the initiative to just kind of redraw it by hand or from scratch, and all I did was find a horseshoe and a blacksmith anvil on the internet, traced them. So my horseshoe is a little bit different. And really it would work for his logo, but if he wants it closer to the real logo, I would stretch this out a little bit and then go up to arrange and ungroup it. And let's actually put no fill and make the outline. And let's go ahead, well, let's leave the outline the same right now. So this is one of these deals that you want to maybe just work on half of it at a time. Matter of fact, I want to turn that red. Maybe you can see it better. And really the logo or the horseshoe is pretty good except for this bottom part. So we're going to take all these nodes and we're just going to kind of move them over. Now we deformed it a little bit, but no big deal. Take that node and just kind of bring it back down. Maybe even bring this down a little further. Whoop, broke those two nodes apart. And make it look a little symmetrical. And for the sake of the video, I'm not going to take a lot of time because if he wants to do it. So what I'm going to try to do is get it like midpoint of that line, of that purple part of the towel. And remember, I've done this a lot. You really only have to get half the logo done. So let's grab that node. It's so hard to see the handles. I can't even see the handle on that one. I don't know where it's at. Nope, that ain't gonna work. But anyway, that's close enough for the video, and you can play around with that till the cows come home. Then I'm going to take my nudge distance, and I'm going to set it on 6 inches, which it is. I'm going to nudge my picture out of the way. I'm going to bring in a 2-point line and hit P, put it in the center of the page. That didn't make, I used the freehand tool. 2-point line, hold down the control button to get a perfect line. I'm going to take my virtual segment delete key and I'm going to delete half the horseshoe. I'm going to control D and I'm going to make a duplicate. I'm going to hold down the control button and I'm going to mirror the thing over. Now we've got two nodes up here to join, and you can see, so hold down your shift and then select those two nodes, go up to Windows, Dockers, join curves, and now it's all one piece. Same thing with this, join curves. So now you've got a more symmetrical. I'm not real happy with the top, so maybe let's just take that node away. Maybe now whenever you do this, you're changing your shape a little bit on side to side. But for the video, that looks pretty good. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it all, go up to arrange, break the path apart so I can get these little pieces. Because I don't want them. I'm going to redraw something else. So now we've got this all put together. Let's nudge this back. That's the good thing about the nudge factor. And you can see how his logo isn't symmetrical. Mine's symmetrical. This logo is not. And maybe it's a fold of the towel. Who knows? So I'm going to take my 2-point line. I'm going to click on my line. And I'm going to go here and I'm going to go black. I'm going to go, let's say 16 points, too thick. Let's go 10 points. That might work. And then you need to scale with object because you don't know how big this is going to be. Then I'm going to take a 2-point line and remember what size we made that other weight. That's a little bit off. Take our shape tool and bring this thing up Just kind of make it equal. We're going to take that line and we're going to turn it black, and we're going to turn it into 8 points. We need to move it up just a hair. Take the shape tool and just move this up. I don't know what happened right there. I don't like that, but for the video, that's good enough. Now, what I did not do, I need to scale with object, because if you don't, it's going to be off quite a bit. Then I'm going to take a 2-point line and draw from there to there. I'm going to take my shape tool. I'm going to select my line. I'm going to right click and convert it to a curve. I'm going to put a node right in the middle. And with our handles, and if you wanted to make the horseshoe logo perfect, then you might want to copy on top of that, but I think symmetrically would be better. We're going to go and take that line, turn it into 8 points and turn it into black, and scale with object. If you don't do that, then it must not have hit black. If you don't scale with object, the whole thing's going to be messed up. Now we can bring in our anvil. Our anvil is pretty close, and again, I just took it off off the internet. We're a little bit different with the anvil, and if you wanted it perfect, you could. Let's just zoom in here a little bit. Take your shape tool, bring that out a little bit. Take those nodes away. Slope that node down, take that node away. And for the video, that's good enough. I'm going to bring this over a little bit. It's not really touching in the picture. Let's take away a few nodes. Everything else looks good. There's a lot of nodes right in here we don't need. I'm going to delete them. And I'm going to shift select that one and that one, right click and make it a line. I'm going to get rid of that node. I'm actually going to make that a line so it's perfectly up and down. Same thing on here. I'm just going to delete some nodes. Doesn't really matter, won't really hurt you. Now, probably the hardest part, and we're almost done. You could make this a little bit better here. I like the 3-point line, 3-point curve. I'm going to, let me move up a little bit. I'm going to put a node right there, dragging the mouse to there, and get my 2-point line. Look at that. I'm going to take my node there to there, and I'm going to use my 2-point line or 3-point line. That's a pretty cool tool. Up here, I'm going to take my freehand tool, and I'm going to try to freehand this. I'm going to actually start back here. We want just a little bit of a angle or a curve, and take your node, and let's just delete a couple of these nodes and delete this guy. And for the video, that's good enough, and we don't have to do anything else. But on the bottom, I put this line too close. Let's just add a node and bring it down. Now, for the video, I'm not going to get it perfect. Matter of fact, on this clip art, it's really hard to, or on this t-shirt, it's really hard to see the nodes. But we're pretty good. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the rectangle tool, and I'm using somebody else's file, and they have white. And I'm going to slowly curve it a little bit, not perfect. I'm going to make it a little bit narrower. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to zoom in. See, a lot of times it's so much better just to redraw something. Once you get your tools down, it's kind of fun. We're a little bit long. Put it there. Control D and make a duplicate of that guy. Put it there. Could go ahead and Control D and make the third one. The fourth one's going to be a little bit shorter. double click on it, rotate it, click off of it, click back, get your rotation back. Now, this is one of those cases again where we only have to do one side, because the other side will mirror over. And see, it's kind of hard to see in that with that terry cloth print what it actually, this, you know, that's fibers. And we'll make this one a little bit longer. And for the video, that's good. We're going to make one more and just make it a little bit littler. Real horseshoes don't look like this. The holes aren't that elongated. We'll go and bring that one up and down. And for the video, that's good enough. Now what we're going to do is take our item and nudge it out of the way. We're probably a little bit close to this other side of the horseshoe. So let's change our nudge distance to 0.001. And let's grab all the red. My calculator is near my delete button. And ever so slightly move it out of the way. Then all we're going to do is smart fill it. Hopefully we don't have any leaks, and we don't. Then I would take it, and before I do anything, I'm going to left click no outline. Now Control G and group it together. Control D and make a duplicate. Mirror it around. Start moving it, and then hold down the control button. And in that short a time, you made a logo. Then you just need to pick your font. And this is what I do on fonts like this. I'm going to Control G and group this together. And this is why I scaled it to object. Because no matter what size we use it, the lines are still proportionate. If you don't do it, then you get it real little. So here's how I would put the text. If you want it in relation to the horseshoe, where the horseshoe is on the paper, I would put the horseshoe in, nudge it down a little bit. I'm going to hold down the shift key to get my nudge going a little bit faster. Move it over a little bit, taking too long, so I'm just going to move it manually. So I'd get it right on there, and then I would type in Gardner Farrier Service. Go up here and make it center justified. I'm going to make it bold. And then I'm going to make the font a little bigger. Grab the horseshoe, didn't mean to do that. This way you get the font, and you might want to pick a new, a font closer to that. I kind of looked around for the person I was trying to help, and it's a funny G right there. Not funny, but I couldn't find it, so I just went with Arial. So then you kind of got your logo, your wording matching your logo, and then just take your logo away, and the text is in the same spot, and then group that together. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.